Hello and welcome back to the Stronghold. The Magi here, and I thought that for most of you Sunday afternoon would be a great time for just a very chill pack opening video and talk about some of the cards that I ended up getting and what that may mean for future content right here. So what do you say we get into it?
But before we get into all that, just a quick reminder that the Stronghold is producing content for you across a number of platforms. And Patreon has recently introduced an option where you can follow our content there without the need for any financial commitment. So even if you aren't ready to support the Stronghold is better positioned to support you. So you never miss out on a thing. Now, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, right.
I am going to be opening these 10 at a time, so this is the motion sickness warning for anybody out there like L&M that doesn't really like this and finds it disorienting. You have been warned. Godspeed. So here we go, first 10. Let's do the thing. Alright, a mythic wildcard, that's a pretty good strong way to start. Healy, okay. Let's check out our rares here. Belligerent, I like that. For those that maybe don't realize the first indication on this, a lot of people think it's broken or there's a bug or whatever, but actually what it is it's indicating that this is the first time you have opened it in a pack. Not that you haven't drafted it or you may have acquired it through jump in or whatever. Because Wizards of the Coast is operating under the paradigm that opening packs is cool, so this is what they are focused on. But anyway, we'll move on here. Wolf Collapse, not really exciting. Evangelist is a solid card. I believe this is in the jump-in collection for this set, if I remember correctly. So probably something that will get played around with at some point. Another Belligerent. Wow, that's at least 3, because I know I had one beforehand on my account. Pakal, okay, so another card I wanted to play with, and I think I drafted one of these, but I honestly don't remember which account that was on. Hulking Raptor, again, from the Jump-In collection, but just so crucial for that Gruul or Mono Green dinosaur build. Abuelo, this is another one that I drafted, but I'm not sure about which account. This is just so nice to do blinky things. It's kind of ridiculous. And Tishana's Tidebender, the card that is making waves, all pun intended, all over the place. Now, as far as uncommons, we get multiple spring-loaded saw blades. That's going to put me well into a playset there. We got a Bartolome, Zoetic Cliff. That's probably going to be a playset there. Let's see here. The Mischievous Pup, I like that. Might of the Ancestors, this is a card I really was overlooking until I started playing against it in draft, and this is really, really good. I'm not sure that it is a budget build around, but it could be. Wild cards, always a good thing. And Explorer's Cache, this actually goes pretty nicely in the Be My +1 deck that we, let me see here. Yes, we just will have featured this in an On the Edge midweek magic, talking about upgrading the Be My +1 deck a little bit and some of the potential budget-friendly cards out there. And beyond that, of course, all the commons we're going to end up with pretty easily. We got a couple of nice wild cards there. What was that? 3, and capping things off with some caves. Very, very nice. And what do you say we do that a second burst here? Alright, another Mythic. That's pretty decent raids there. A lot of people are excited about playing around this. Unless this were to make a mono green deck work, which I don't think it does. I'm just not seeing the excitement there. Hold your wild cards. But with regards to the rare, hey, speaking of wild cards, there's one. Very good. I think this goes very nice in the Boros style net. Braided Net is a rare that I don't particularly love. Dual Land, always good. good. Another subterranean schooner. I think this is at least 2 on my primary account. Throne of the Grim Captain, the meme deck of the year. Terror Tide, okay. Soul Cleaver, I think I already had one of these. And Stalactite Stalker, there it is. As far as uncommons, Conceal, very nice. Spelunking, of course, is going to be a cornerstone of the cave deck, if there is going to be such a thing. Belligerent Yearling, Zoetic Glyphs, Staunch Crewmate, all over the top draft cards. Enterprising Scalawag as well. Pit Offering, another key card for the cave deck. Everything else here is pretty run-of-the-mill commons and whatnot. So there we go. That's my pack openings for the primary. Alright, and now the giveaway account. Just 15 packs here. I haven't yet bought the Mastery Pass on this account. As you can see, I'm just a little shy of the gems, but we've got at least one more draft to go, and well, we got some Concept here to do as well. But we will do an open 10. Look at all that insanity. Wow, 4 mythics out of 10 packs. That's a really, really high end return. That's going to be an interesting build around. I think this is going to be best served in a mono black deck. What else we got here? The Ancient One. I think this is just a meme card at this point. Like doing this, and then the Rakdos Planeswalker behind it with like 8 counters that can immediately ultimate. That's really the only purpose I see for it right now. Let's see what else we got here. Millennium Calendar. Speaking of meme cards, we might have to do something with this at some point. I don't know. We'll see. And another of the high-end black mythics that, well, this one doesn't quite have to be mono black, but it might very well be. Wild card also. I think this is the most overrated rare dinosaur in the bunch right now, but then again, there's a lot of different ways to build dinosaurs. Kellen, sure. I'm already sick of Kellen. We're like 2 weeks into the second set of the year, and I'm already tired of it. Bedrock Tortoise, because I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Molten Collapse, that's the second time I've seen this, and I'm no more excited about it than I was the first time. Here, and Starving Remnant, another rare that people want to talk about a lot, and I'm just not into. Uncommons, 2 Chupacabras, a Firstborn, that's lovely stuff. Wild card, I love these Rune Lurker Bats. I think this brings mono white lightning and alchemy into prime time for newer players. I mean, an evasive 1/1 for 1 with lifelink, and it has an option to scry for card selection. Seems really, really good. Market Note might also be part of that deck. And let's see here. I'm kind of considering whether this needs to be in the +1/+1 counters deck, even though it doesn't directly contribute to the theme. I mean, getting Double Strike is literally getting twice the work out of your +1/+1 counters. But I don't know. It may or may not have a slot. So let's jump in and do the other 5 here. Unimus, also 2 mythics, 40% there. I like it. Wild card, cool. Resplendent Angel, nice. I don't need this card on my primary account, but here on this one, it's a very nice addition. And hey, we were talking about that mono white light game. This is pretty literally made for that deck. The overrated dinosaurs. Roaming Throne, okay, and Deep Fathom Echo. So no copies of the Threefold Thunderbolt anywhere to be seen yet. But of course it is very early in the season, and of course it is in the Jump-In collection, so I haven't given up on that one just yet. Alright, over on the free-to-play account for a little bit of chill pack opening here on a, well, it happens to be Sunday morning for me. We're going to start with the older packs here, Phyrexia. Let's see, what do we get here? This is noteworthy for a fairly new free-to-play account. Frankly, on the low rarity, not much. But we do get a dual land, though. That's always a nice addition to the collection. And this is the reason I don't suggest using your wild cards for rare dual lands, because particularly the way Standard is set up right now, you will end up with more rare dual lands than you might expect without spending any wild cards whatsoever. But here we go, let's move into Mom. What did Mom get us for the holidays? Well, it's a common dual land, which we already had 4 of. We got a common wild card, not too bad. Nizumi Informant is actually really nice in the rat deck, and this is not too bad in the red-green, so that's kind of nice. And of course, the Wrath Weatherlight Stalwart makes a surprisingly good Brawl Commander, so if you're looking for something, that's a thing to consider. Oh, and Seal from Existence is just a really strong removal piece. The rare, of course, rares and mythics are always good, but this is not one that I'm particularly interested in playing with at the moment. So a little bit of a miss there. Let's see, can we get wild for the holidays? What do we get here? Well, it looks like we got double rare mythic. That's pretty nice. Candy Grapple is seriously pretty good. Let's see what we get on the rare. Phyrexian Unlife. Okay, so not a tremendously awesome card, but a nice addition for historic. Maybe something you can play around with. Mythic, we get a wild card, and it literally doesn't get much better than that. So there we go. Now let's do 10 Lost Caverns, and we'll talk about what we get here. Lovely, 2 mythics, and yeah, exactly 10, which I guess makes sense since there's no bonus sheet, right? Alright, a nice little build around legendary. Not something I'm doing anything with at the moment. Another wild card for the mythic, that's always pretty nice. A rare wild card. Spelunker might be good. The Explorer deck is just not really doing a lot for us just yet. There's another piece for the Explorer deck, so this might be the account to build that on. The 1000th Moon, very nice card. In fact, I just finished recording a draft event, which that did very well for us. And Corpses of the Lost, another little meme card that might actually have some traction. There's another dual land, like we talked about. A Trumpeted Carnosaur, I think this is one of the best rares to end up with this season. And Sunken Citadel, so 2 rare lands there out of 10 packs, and 2 wild cards. And a lot of other really good stuff. So kind of digging that. Let's do the last second here and see what we get. Just the 1 mythic this time, so I guess we can't complain too bad. Goldton, a card that I don't really think is going to see a lot of play, but kind of cool. Dire Flail, that's going to see a lot of play in the Is It Booty deck. Actually, Deep, another rare, well, not quite dual land, but interesting nonetheless, a rare dual land. Terrence Journal, a lot of people are talking about this. I'm not really seeing where it's going yet, particularly for budget players. One of the duds of the set, honestly, and it's in jump in, so you'll very quickly end up with a playset of that. And Malcolm, probably one of the best blue rares in the set. There we got the Firstborn, that's always nice. Edwin Chupacabra, Dreadmaw, very good stuff there. Join the Dead is going to be kind of a signature removal piece here for a while, I do believe. And yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at there. Seems good.
And before we go, the Stronghold would like to take just a moment to thank our very supportive patron community, as well as recognize the newcomers Martin and Nick, who have decided not to miss out on a thing by capitalizing on Patreon's free content offerings. And of course, supporting the community by liking, commenting, subscribing, or sharing our videos is always appreciated. And you will appreciate subbing to the channel so you never miss out on a thing. And of course, we have some suggestions here on the next videos that you're going to want to check out.